What's up, fight fans? In today's video, yesterday UFC 312 went down in Sydney, and it was packed with action.
Oh, beautiful spinning back elbow. His nose is broke.
The main event was a middleweight title fight between Dricus du Plessis and Sean Strickland. A lot of eyes were on this fight, especially Khamzat Chimaev's, since he's likely next in line. But fans are just now catching all the crazy moments from UFC 312. In this video, we'll break down those insane highlights, talk about Alexander Topuria, Islam Makhachev, and so much more. So, without wasting any time, let's dive right in. As you know, du Plessis beat Strickland and cleared up any doubts about who's better in their matchup. Du Plessis didn't even need to rely much on wrestling. He basically outstruck Sean. In the end, he managed to catch Strickland, break his nose, and then just cruise to an easy victory.
I felt that.
I saw that.
Bro, you broke it, and I was like, oh shit, that's so weird. Did you see me?
Because I hit it, yeah. And I was like, you're up, you were, but then you were like super, it was like this, and you just went, and I went for like 2 minutes just fine.
Yeah, dude, I broke it, and I was like, well, in the movies, they just set it back into place.
I saw you trying, and I was like, wrong way, man, wrong way. You went like this.
No, I felt it. I said it, and the crazy thing is you shot on me again, and dude, your nose just touched it, and it broke again.
I saw it, I saw it when it broke.
Hey, dude, at the end of the day, man, we talk about shit, but you're a bad motherfucker. Best in the world. Best in the world. I gotta go to South Africa, man. I've actually been to a Durban once. I love it.
People sometimes laugh at du Plessis for his awkward style and unusual striking, but it's still super effective. What's really interesting is that even with his wild and chaotic movement in the octagon, he keeps improving and surprising everyone with how well he figures out his opponents. Another thing about Dricus is his almost unique ability to fight through exhaustion. It looks like he starts breathing heavy by the second round, but he still keeps pushing forward, putting pressure on his opponent, and never stops. That makes him really tough to deal with. As Robert Whitaker says, du Plessis just comes at you, throwing punches like you stole something from him. With that style, he'd fit right into a bar fight in any Sydney pub. Sure, Khamzat Chimaev would probably be the favorite in a fight against the South African, but can anyone say for sure that Khamzat can handle that mix of chaos, awkwardness, and relentless pressure? If Chimaev is next in line for the title, what's his game plan against Dricus? Yeah, he'll probably try to wrestle. But what happens if du Plessis survives Khamzat's early onslaught and Chimaev starts to gas out? We've already seen that the champion can fight even when he's tired, but how will Chimaev hold up in a 5-round fight, something he's never done before? Chimaev left a short comment about du Plessis' win over Strickland. The biggest is this fight, Chimaev wrote on his social media page. It seems like everyone wants to fight du Plessis. The middleweight champion is currently caught up in an ongoing storyline with lightweight champion Islam Makhachev. As you know, Makhachev has been eyeing a second belt for quite some time. However, with his friend Belal Muhammad holding the welterweight title in the division above him, Makhachev has had to get creative. To secure his second belt, Makhachev has hinted at the idea of skipping welterweight altogether and moving straight to middleweight to challenge Dricus du Plessis. But Khamzat Chimaev, who is already next in line for the 185-pound crown, isn't too happy with that plan.
Как отреагировал на то, что Ислам Макачев сказал, что, возможно, поднимется в средний вес и кинул вызов для Плесси?
Не знаю, если хочет, поднимает. Причем UFC, не UFC. С кем хочет, Ислам может драться. Это его возможности. А я тоже с кем хочу, я делюсь. И Ислам, если ему дадут шанс, пусть делает. Если не дадут, я не думаю, сейчас 2 веса ему дадут шанс перекинуться. Наверное, 70 лучше ему подраться. Это мое мнение, я не знаю. 84 это король.
Meanwhile, welterweight champion Belal Muhammad, whom Makhachev has avoided fighting, took to X and issued a direct challenge to du Plessis. This throws a wrench into Makhachev's plans. "I can easily become a 2-division champion," Belal wrote in his post. After Strickland's loss, fans immediately reminded him of his promise. There are already plenty of memes circulating on the internet about this topic. This is how Sean Strickland promotes his fights. Here's how Sean Strickland actually fights. The fans are clearly joking.
What did we learn yesterday? We learned that Bully is always right. I've been saying it forever. Sean sucks. He's trash. He talks a big game, but he's never walks. Even to the fans, sit there and hype him up like he has the best boxer, the best boxing defense, this and that. He's gonna go to war, he's gonna kill. I would bleed for my fans, I would die for my fans, blah, blah. But you go out there and he just jabs and teeps, and he fights like a scared little girl. And he doesn't want to get hit, and he just, even when you're down 4 rounds, he doesn't go all out. He doesn't have it in him, unless there's 5 seconds left in the fight. Wants people to say that he's crazy, he's nuts. He's not. He's just a racist little clown that's hiding in a body of a fighter. He's a coward. And now he's gonna come up with oh man, but I had staff. Let me tell you something, guys. I get paid a lot of money and I got staff. So, but I was gonna still fight for you guys because I have to put a show on for my fans. And then I broke my nose, so that messed up my whole fight, even though I lost the first 3 rounds just by jabbing 1 time every 5 minutes. Yeah, man, it was all from the staff. That's why I wore sleeveless shirts at the press conference so people could see it and have the excuse built up already. And my fans will know that I still stepped in there for you. He sucks. And finally we get to get rid of giving this guy undeserved title shots.
Hey, what up, guys? We've been here once or twice. I'm so grateful for your guys' support, man. You guys are so awesome. Win or lose, you guys always ride, and I appreciate you, Dricus. Fucking hats off, man. Help fight. Broke my nose like 6 places. Silver lining is their nose is so broken, it's really easy to reset. So, you know, it was a new experience. But, you know, I'll be quick. I get so many messages from fans, friends, family, like, hold your head up, it's okay. And you guys, man, like, I'm good, dude. Like, losing sucks, but like, we all lose in life. And I talk to so many people, you know, whether they lose their job, their girlfriend breaks up with them, and they just find themselves in this hole. But like me, I love the misery. Like, I love the suffering, because when you're miserable, when you're in pain, when you're suffering, the moment that's gone, and it will end, and there will be a new day, a better day. Life's good. So, you know, I'm grateful, and being grateful kind of keeps my head up. And, you know, for you guys going through it, look at me, just, you know, broke my nose in front of millions of people. Fucking sucks, lost a fight. And I still gotta wake up tomorrow, hold my head up, and be like, hey man, it's a new day. Gotta sack up and be a man. So for you guys going through it, look at me, and, you know, I hope that fucking your day gets better.
Dricus himself is ready to face Chimaev and is planning this fight for June of this year.
Khamzat's first. No, I wish him, I said, please beat Ankalaev. No hate against Ankalaev. I just want to beat Alex Pereira. It's nothing personal against Ankalaev. It was just Pereira. He's such a legend in the sport to me already that it would be amazing to beat him for my legacy. I want to be the greatest to ever do this. But Khamzat's next. Khamzat is next. I want to make sure that this belt, the middleweight title, that there's no question that I'm the GOAT.
I'm done counting out Dricus du Plessis. I'm done. And the truth is, we don't really know how good he is just yet, because 2 of those title defenses were against a Sean Strickland that didn't really do much. He did much more in the first fight. But this fight is like, this is going to be the easiest title defense of his career. Sean brought nothing, and it's very disappointing, because I can't imagine he ever gets a title shot ever again. His coach is imploring him to dig down deep. If, you know, maybe we'll find out that staff was bothering him. Maybe we'll find out that something else. But like, there was never a moment where he even threatened anything different other than 1s and 2s. Honestly, when you're watching that, you have to remind yourself that that's a title fight.
As part of the preliminary card, Georgian fighter Alexander Topuria faced Australian Colby Thickness. The fight lasted all 3 rounds and ended with Tapuria winning by unanimous decision. Guys, let's be honest. Alexander Topuria delivered a very good performance. However, some still say, no, he's not that good. He couldn't knock out a short notice opponent. Everyone expected him to go into the octagon and rip his opponent's head off, but things don't always go that way. Yet, he showed a very good performance. He has a solid boxing style, similar to Ilya's. But unlike his brother, Tapuria Sr. is a slightly less aggressive fighter. In the first round, he almost finished the fight. He could have pressed a bit more aggressively and finished the fight. And in the final seconds of that same round, Tapuria executed one of the best suplexes in UFC history. Honestly, I was really impressed with his performance. While Colby Thickness isn't a top-tier opponent, he proved to be a game competitor, making the fight entertaining. Both fighters put on a good performance.
Yeah, he kicks like a truck. Pictures right here. Oh, what? Vote! Jump in! Yeah, we good. Yeah, vote.
My teammate said it. Vote, now you're on my goal. Next time you come with me.
Oh, Marab, say how good. I love it.
Thank you. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, legend, bro. Thanks.
Let's go, Alex. გამარჯვების შემდეგ ფოტოსესია. Let's go. Kuramze. Antoine. Acha. Augustine. Let's go. Congratulations. Ilya Gilotsatma. Genatsa. Lebixat. Topuria bixat uklelebit. Genatsa. Let's go, brother. Let's go.
Looking ahead, Tapuria's debut was a promising start, and with more experience, he is sure to deliver even more impressive performances in the future. His mix of wrestling, boxing, and fight IQ makes him a real problem in the division.
And Ilya, you believe it's only a matter of time until he's holding UFC gold, right?
Yeah, exactly like that. Once Merab decides to go up to the featherweight division, I don't know once he dominates the whole division like he's doing it, he will keep doing it. So we're gonna have anyways a world champion in that division.
And Georgia rules 3 divisions then?
Yeah, I've told once for sure. For sure.
But what do you personally think about all this? Write your thoughts in the comments. It's been a while since Dana White criticized the media so harshly. This time, the UFC boss took aim at the Australian media. White expressed disbelief that a country known for its rugged nature and dangerous wilderness could have such timid members of the press. The outspoken UFC president made it clear that he's far from impressed with how the media covers UFC events.
You have the biggest p***s I've ever seen in the media in my life. I saw a story where a guy was like, I saw Dana do a podcast with the Premier and it physically made me sick. Holy shit. You guys have to have the biggest p***s of all time in the media here. Just for the record.
Israel Adesanya and Kelvin Gastelum have reacted to their iconic fight being inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame, which took place at UFC 236 in 2019.
Hermano, we did it. Congrats to you, man. Hey, it takes 2 to tango, and you're a great South partner, man. Thank you so much. That's what I said on the mic, on the camera when they put it on the screen. I was like, Kelvin, that was us. That was you and me, hermano. My man. Yes, sir. You're a special human being. I'll see you in June, yeah, for the ceremony. I think so. For the Hall of Fame ceremony in June. We'll get our jackets in that. Yeah. My man, I'll see you soon. And that was dope.
Doing the way that he do, even when the guy turned the shin, he still snugs behind the calf.
Yeah, oh yeah, I remember.
Eu lembro.
Because when we fought the second time, I made sure distance was on point. I was like, okay, no kicks, none land. And the first one landed, I was like, again? That's the first thing I was like, again? Because the first one, when I landed, I was like, oh, fuck.
O primeiro que acertou na segunda luta, eu falei assim, caralho, velho.
Mas ele vira bem o pé assim, tá ligado?
You turn good the foot to defend.
E quando os caras chutam, aí pega o kick por trás.
You do the right defense on a regular kick, but the way that he do his nuts behind, doesn't get bone.
And then after a while, then it started to hurt, and I went southpaw, and I could see he notices it, so I was like, fuck, okay, switch back.
Aí depois do tempo ele virou canhoto, caralho, e botar a base normal.
Because he knows, me and him know, like, he knows when I'm hurt, and I know when he's hurt.
Você se conhece?
Yeah, mano.
The guys know each other so well, that when the guys fighting, anything that you do, he's like, okay, he's gonna do this right now. Like he vice versa.
We know, yeah. That's why we're here.
You guys been there for a while together, bro. Por isso estamos aqui juntos aí, obrigado.
Ele aqui, pra gente fazer essa parceria junto aí, a gente muito que aprendeu o outro, muitas coisas para falar para eles também, vai ser legal e muitas coisas que pode falar para eles.
Fala pra ele, cara, pra ele que, tipo, sou fãzão da história, tudo que ele faz, ele é monstro, grande campeão, máximo respeito.
Likewise, man. Because I watched you when you were still fighting, and then he was pretty slow, but to see him become champ, and now a legend, muito obrigado.
That's all for today. If you enjoyed the video, please like it and subscribe to our channel. We'd be very grateful.